What if I told you you can change your life with just 1 hour a day? An hour to see a true difference in yourself. If 1 hour a day was moving the needle closer to the life you want to live, by the end of the month, you would have accumulated 30 hours. What would your life look like?
I am a working mom, and as a working mom, I work only part-time, but my kids take up my full-time. So I only have a certain amount of time throughout the day to reinvent myself. Right now, that's like the trendiest word, reinventing yourself. Everybody's talking about how to reinvent yourself. There's so many things out there, but no one talks about how to do it when you have no time to do it. Like, how do I get my mind, my body, my soul, my health, my finances? How do you get it all done when you have zero time?
As I scroll into Pinterest, I notice how many posts there are about glowing up and reinventing yourself, and how many categories and steps it takes in order to quote unquote glow up. It's extremely overwhelming, especially when you don't have the time to do it.
I can't spend 10 hours in the morning. I mean, there's no 10 hours in the morning, but I can't spend all morning just working on my body and my mind and my soul when I'm working. I can't do that. How do you reinvent yourself when you have no time? Well, don't you worry, I'm here to give you the tips that I've done to help me reinvent myself. And it's gonna be a lot more slower than, let's say, another person who has more time, but that does not mean that you're not still on your journey. That doesn't mean that you're not moving the needle closer, because what's worse is not doing it than you just doing it little by little. Because think about it. If you only have 30 minutes in a day, if you add all that up, how many hours is that? Let's do an hour, because that's a little more easier. I wasn't ever really good at math. So let's say you only have an hour every single day of the month. Now, how many hours would that be at the end of the month? 30 hours. 30 hours to reinvent yourself. Imagine how you would look like at the end of the month. You will look amazing. Here are 3 tips to help you change your life and reinvent yourself when you have no time. So number 1 is to choose what you want to do with that hour. What can I do in 1 hour that's gonna be life-changing by the end of the month? And it's not like, oh, I want to clean up my room, declutter my clothes. Because if I'm just decluttering my clothes, that's not really gonna change me. That's just gonna clean out my closet.
Transforming your life in 30 days can look like working out, studying to get good grades, filming to grow your channel, creating a business strategy, or writing an ebook to make passive income.
So choose what you want to do with that hour. For me, it's YouTube. So every single day for an hour, I'm working on something business, which is either working on my ebook, or content creating, which is this, making my videos and editing and scripting and doing all of that. A lot of these reinvent yourself videos are talking about like, oh yeah, you can change your skincare and journaling and meditation and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's all great and whatnot, and I'll do that when I have the time, but I don't have any time. So if you're not choosing one thing and you're choosing multiple things to do every single day, then you're really not transforming. You're not providing consistency where you really could track your progress and you can see the end result at the end of the day. Because if, let's say today you focus on working out, and then tomorrow you take that hour to learn a new language, and then the one after that you take the time to meditate. Like, you're not really focusing on one single thing and truly working at it and getting better at it, and by the end of the month you see a true result. Just choosing one thing after another, and you're not going to see any change. So stick to one thing, choose one thing, stick to one thing, and do it over and over and over again for 30 days essentially. So number 2, when one part of your life starts to level up, the rest of your life starts to level up. So for example, for me, again with content creation, once I actually have this channel start taking off, I would think that it's gonna take me less time to try to figure out my thumbnails because I've already got it down. It would take me less time to come up with titles because I've already got it down. It's gonna take me less time to figure out editing because I've already got it down. It's gonna take me less and less time to do something because I've already figured out a strategy. I've already figured out a formula, how to get it done good and how to get it done faster, which means time is gonna open up for something else that I can implement in my life to be like, okay, let's say it takes me only 15 to 20 minutes to do my title and my thumbnail. Cool. That leaves me with what, an extra 45 minutes to go hit the gym and start working out. So instead of it taking an hour to get a thumbnail done, it takes me 15 minutes and I can and the rest of the time I can go work out. So when you start leveling up on one area of your life, the rest of it comes with it. Even though this is the main priority, there's still stuff behind you that's really important, like your kids, like your relationships, like your family, health. That doesn't mean that you're not actively engaging in those areas of your life, but all of your sweat, tears, and focus is going to mainly be on that one thing that you truly want in life, and you have to truly want it in order for it to work. Not only truly want it, but you also have to believe in yourself that you can get it too, because if you don't believe in yourself and you're not, then the self-discipline is kind of just feather away, and then it's gonna just disappear into nothingness. So the last thing to reinventing yourself when you have no time is to track your progress. So nothing feels better than watching yourself progress and get better and better each day. I feel amazing every single time that I upload a video and it's getting better and better views, and I'm going up in my monetization hours. Like, I'm watching that progress go, and it's so motivating every single day to wake up and be like, oh my god, did I get more views on my monetization hours? So it just makes me want to keep going over and over and over again. So that's something that we can implement in our life. When you watch yourself, let's say it's working out and losing weight, when you watch your weight coming down and down and down and down on that scale, it starts lighting up a fire in you that makes you want to continue on, and you get addicted to the success. And you want to keep going back, and you want to keep being consistent, because you're like, oh my gosh, like what I'm doing is actually working. What the heck? Like, I'm gonna keep doing this until they get to where I want to be, because I'm watching the progress. I'm watching me putting in the work and putting in the sweat, tears, and everything into this thing, and it's transforming me into something else, and it's so invigorating and it's so powerful. So tracking your progress, you can do this in a couple ways. You can write it down in your journal and write down what your weight is every single day and just track it as it's going down. For me, it's watching my monetization hours on my YouTube analytics. You can track your progress in so many different ways. There's so many resources on Etsy that you can look for, on Pinterest, inspiration on there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you want to learn a little bit more about consistency, please go ahead and click on this video so that you can learn more about self-discipline.